Hello, skipper. Hello, navigator. Half a minute to go. Okay.
Ooh, it's another episode of Babu and Yodel for your quarantine blues. Never fear, you will be picked up again for 30 to 40 minutes. We cannot tell you how long the podcast will be because we haven't done it yet. My name is Renee Church. Please welcome my co-host with the Mo-host, Edamon.
This is Edamon, the co-host with the Mo-host. I've got. I'm trying out my sexy sound. Is it like deep and resounding?
I don't know if I can
does it sound
comment
like that?
on that. You're a married man.
No, but it's just about the sound. You're not talking about my dick.
well, clearly no. So
Is my dick?
Do you
is my
think
dick-
sensuality and sexuality is based on the depth of your voice?
I think I just think that my depth of my voice is just for a podcast or me sounding prominent purposes. I think sexuality and sensuality is just related to my dick. Is that a wrong way to look at it?
No, but just before you were trying to sound sensual, so you went all low, and you like is that how you is that true sexiness to you, like a low voice?
Yeah, that's what I like. I mean, whenever I hear who has a low voice, I don't know, Paul Henry, I go Mike Hosking. That's some sex.
What's his name? The Walrus of Love. What's his name?
The Walrus of Love.
Yeah.
That's an ugly depiction of love.
The Walrus of Love. Barry White.
Barry White.
He's the Walrus of Love.
Yeah, he's. I mean, he has that sensual sound.
Yeah,
but he needs. But if you remove the music out of it, it just sounds creepy. Then, if he's speaking like that, in the songs, he's like, "Get on it."
But he kind of does just speak it at the beginning of most of his songs. He's like, "Yeah, girl, I'm gonna take you to a place," but it is just him talking. Like, it is weird.
That's a good. That's a good impression of Barry White. Yeah, girl, I'm gonna take you to a place in a 23-year-old ginger lady voice.
24.
24. Oh my God. Just about 25.
Go
I mean,
on,
then
25.
you have.
No, well, isn't that what that's all he says? He just goes, "Yeah, girl, I'm gonna take you to a place." Like, that's essentially what he says.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing. And then he does a lot of ums and ahs during the song as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I've been trying this new deep sound. I think it's more it's more appealing to our listeners' ears.
Is it?
And is that a rhetorical question?
Is it? Let us know. Let us know on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, Babu and Yodel. Is Ed's sensual deep voice doing it for you?
Yeah, I think my accent doesn't help, but
you've got a good accent.
I've got a deep cutting accent. Oh, this is a good sound as well. How's that? This is like an old man Clint Eastwood voice.
Gran Torino. It's a good movie.
Oh yeah, that's a good. Get off my lawn.
Get out of my car.
I quite enjoyed that movie.
This bit we're doing back and forth. It reminds me that the comedy festival would be on at the moment, but it's not. The New Zealand one.
Yes, and we would have had a show on next Tuesday, and
would it be next Tuesday for you guys?
Yeah, I'll be shitting my pants. Damn. Because this is the first weekend of the festival, right?
It is, because we would have gone to the comedy gala.
Yeah, comedy gala, and then on the 5th, me and Liv McKenzie's show would start on the 5th till the 9th. And from the 10th, I was in Vanuatu.
Oh, man, everything was ruined for you this year.
Everything, this freaking coronavirus. Forget all the dead people. It's just my holiday was ruined.
That actually does suck. Because for me, like, the coronavirus is so insane, and it's really put, everything stopping. But for me, it's like, I literally had nothing planned. Like, I don't get to go to the comedy fest, not a big deal because I don't have a show. I don't have to go to work. There's actually nothing else I'm missing out on.
Did you like make the right decision to stay at the place you are rather than going to your parents?
I think so. I mean, I think so, yeah.
Like you would have had some more company. I mean, obviously Danger's company is not that bad, but he's a solitary lonely type man. He
Lone
needs
wolf.
his time. He doesn't need company all the time, and
Oh, he
that's
tells
fine.
me every day that if I left for Napier, he would be fine.
He reminds you of that.
Yeah, every day he tells me, he's like, you could just go, I'll be fine. I'll be like, why do you want me to go? But I mean, my mum does work in like the health sector, so she's still an essential worker. So it might have been like
Um,
a more of a dangerous place to go.
oh,
Do you know what I
you
mean?
you would have been in more danger
Right.
because of your crazy insides.
Exactly. More at risk. Whereas I think
Cool.
here it's like we can just be solitary and like no one's coming and going.
That's good. I mean, it's only a month and a half or something, and then you can try later on to go and visit them. I
Yeah.
mean,
I had
once
to go to
things
work
open.
yesterday though.
All right, but I guess you didn't have to smell feet.
No feet in the making of yesterday's shift. I just had to go in for a few hours and just do online orders. It was so chill. I
Mm.
actually really liked it. Like I wish every work day could be like that. I just went in, it was just me, just did my thing, did my little job, and then came home. Went really fast.
People did click and collect.
Nah, just sending them out. People just ordering them
Oh,
to their
just
homes.
couriering them.
Courier them.
Korea? Is it the country?
Courier them.
I'm just being Koreaning them.
We're not sending them to Korea. We're just sending them to like Birkenhead and Gore.
All right, Gore. I mean, that's a big shoe market. Gore. They need their shoes.
One time I did
Um,
a online order at my work, and the address was to the same street my gran lives on. That was crazy.
oh wow,
Isn't
same
that
street.
wild?
It is wild. I mean, you should have called your gran.
Yeah. And there
Uh,
was another one where we were sending it to the Hobbiton movie set, or like Hobbiton and Matamata.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's ordering stuff to their work.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that such a flex though? Like, oh, what's my address?
Yeah.
Hobbiton movie set. Like, crazy.
It's crazy, and it's like or maybe it's a hobbit. You never know.
Maybe it is. Oh,
They
I
need some
regret not
those
doing it, but there
shoes.
was a call out recently because they're making a Hobbit TV show,
Yeah.
and they made a call out for like short female people who have weird faces and kind of look like elves, and I was like, well, that's me. But they didn't sign up. They were like weird facial scars and freckles preferred. I was like, what? That's me.
Why didn't you go for it? I mean, that was your calling.
I tried to figure it out, but I don't have an agent, so I didn't like,
Oh,
I don't have an agency.
okay.
But I'm perfect for that, right?
Yeah, I mean, you'd be perfect. You might have gotten like a main role with some
Damn.
words in it.
I'm gonna look into it. Maybe they've paused filming. Maybe there's still a chance at the end of this.
Yeah, there'll be more popping up. Definitely.
Yeah. Anyway,
There'll be more things popping up.
what have you been up
So-
to, Ed? What have you been doing? You've been.
I've just been watching movies and reading and working. I'm sick and tired of fucking work.
Yeah. Is your work
um,
real slammed at the moment?
It is. It's real slammed. It's like meeting after meeting after meeting online,
Ew.
and it's freaking insane. People having trouble with shit all over the board, and it's everybody wants to know how I'm feeling and what I did in the weekend. So it's like talking to my mother every day. So it's just not. I mean, people say, "Oh, at least you got work from home." I mean, I guess yes, I'm having a salary and it's fine, it's good, but still, if something is discomforting, I'll complain about it.
Well, yeah. And that's the thing is like when we were living our normal lives, like people weren't asking us specifically what we were doing. Like people weren't, you didn't go to work and people weren't like, what movie did you watch yesterday? And then what book
Yeah.
did you read after that? Whereas like, this is all we have to talk about now. Like, I'm like, oh,
Exactly.
like, what were you doing specifically? Then what did you do at night? Then what did you do when you wake up?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's like after our Easter the days off and the Anzac Day. So what exactly did you do during your public holiday? And I said, well, I chilled out. Well, but what was the exact things you did?
They're like, I
And
need ideas. What did you do?
I went for a walk and I read a book. What book was it? Did you like it? What's the review of that book? So it's freaking it's a
Where
bit
did you walk
so
exactly? What was your route?
what was your route? Is it a lot of
My
people there?
parents
Is
asked
it
me
good?
that. They're like, well, where did you walk? I'm like, around the block. They're like, where? I'm like, well, around a park.
It's okay. I think soon we'll be back at work. You're back at work. I'll be soon in level 2, most likely. In level 2, I might be doing it like half a week at the office and half a week at home.
Oh, yeah, going
But
back
we'll
to
see.
the level 2. Because I think level 2 at the end of this is going to look different to level 2 when we went into this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it will be
Level
different.
2
I
when
think
we went
it
into
might.
this, we were still all at work. It was the same. It was just like,
Yeah.
there's a virus. Whereas now it's going to come out and be like, everyone needs to stay away. Although people aren't. People are going to takeout. Like in New Zealand, all of the fast food chains have opened up again, or most of them. And
Yeah.
everyone's just lining up outside the joints and like just not distancing at all. Like,
Yeah, just because online. Yeah, I mean, people are excited to get out, and it's okay. I mean, they can be forgiven as long as there's no virus transfer. But if there is something that pops up
even
and
know.
we never know later on, then they will be blamed a lot. But at the moment, it's okay. I mean, you've been stuck at home, or you want to do it. I still haven't done it yet. I still haven't done my Maccers. And I guess you are not missing out that much because you had a very specific things to order anyway. So you were
Yeah,
not
well, I
overeating all
have
the time.
ordered stuff. I've ordered. I've had Domino's last night.
Jesus Christ.
I've done Hell's Pizza. I've
Mhm.
done my favorite Chinese place.
Fucking hell! So you've done it each and every day. I think
Nah, just every
we're
couple
in
of
day
days.
5.
Every couple of
What
days.
we're in day 5. What is it? Every couple of days.
Yeah, I made dinner 2 nights.
Yeah, and the other 3 I was eating out. But it's good. It's not a big deal. At least you ordered it in. You didn't go and pick it up.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, tonight I'll make my own dinner, but then the next
All
one after
right.
that I might order it. You know, it's just changing it up.
Changing it up.
I have noticed though that my body doesn't like it. Like after going 5 weeks, my body's like, once I eat takeout.
We thought that this was over.
Literally, my body's like, I don't want this anymore. You've gone too long without it. My brain wants it, but my body does not.
Yeah, that's crazy. So how's your oral hygiene?
Oh, I mean, good. I think I've got some fillings that I needed to get done last year.
You've been paying more attention to your teeth lately?
I mean, not more attention. I use an electric toothbrush. What do you use?
I use an electric one. I mean,
Yeah.
I started like 2 years ago
Same.
on electric, and I'm like, this is so good.
It's
So
good.
easy. I mean, I don't need to move my arms a lot. I just go zzz the whole time, and just I don't have to time it because it's timed at 2 minutes, and it just goes. It blinks a little, or it stops and starts a little as soon as the 2 minutes are up, and that's great. So
It's
I
very
quite
good,
enjoy
eh?
it.
Why do you
It's,
bring this up, Ed?
I bring this up because I was concerned about your oral hygiene.
Oh, you
But in
were?
any
Thank
case, but there has been a news recently where there's a man who has claimed that we've all been cleaning our teeth the wrong way,
Oh
and
no.
and a lot of the
Everyone.
dentists agree as well. I mean, it's come from a credible source of information, TikTok. So TikTok, I mean, you're a big fan of TikTok. So
Oh.
on a
I
TikTok,
hate it, but I can't look away.
yeah, it's one of those things. It's like Domino's pizza. You gotta put it down your throat. So um, it's a TikTok video in which a woman explains her husband's teeth cleaning method has gone viral, and dental experts have commented to say it is the right way to do.
Dang.
Now,
So what is this
the-
technique? Let us know, Ed. We're on the edge of our seats.
So that's what you're gonna do. I mean, you've been doing it all wrong all your freaking
Damn it.
useless lives. You should not be living that life. So you start with an alcohol mouthwash, right?
Okay.
So
you
that-
start with what?
an alcohol
You
mouthwash. So
start with that. Okay, I'm
yeah,
listening.
I was confused. I was like, am I taking whiskey gargles or something? What's happening there? But then I read into it. Uh, any alcohol based mouthwash like Listerine or
Mhm.
Colgate, wherever it is, right? You start with that, and then you floss.
Oh, oh,
Jesus Christ! Then you floss. So you first
oh,
kill the germs. It makes sense. You first kill the germs, and then you floss to take out the bigger bits in between your unkempt teeth
right.
with a lot of space in there. So you take out the leftover chicken from last week. You take that out from your teeth, and then you go into the brushing. Right,
Oh,
right, and then you do the 2 minute brush, and then you finish with a fluoride rinse. I have no idea what the hell's that. I'm gonna have to find out what's the fluoride rinse.
yeah,
So the idea behind it is that a lot of people do is that they floss whenever they want to floss, right? They don't floss like before or
right.
after the brushing, and what they do is that they brush and then they do the mouthwash, and that's done.
Yeah.
But he says that do the mouthwash first because then when you do the fluoride rinse later, that will keep the fluoride in your mouth for your
Oh,
helpful for your teeth. Because if you do the mouthwash in the end, it just washes away the fluoride.
oh.
Jeez, it's just
This is so
so
interesting.
so cool.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
doing the mouthwash and then the floss and then the brush, like that makes sense to me. My world has changed for the better.
But it does mean that you might be standing in front of the mirror in your toilet for like 10
That's
minutes
a
to
long
doing
ass
that
time. Like
shit.
I already have to do like my little like face washing, moisturizing little routine. So this seems like I've got to dedicate a long time before I sleep to do this. But
Well,
I mean, if
you
it
gotta.
means that my teeth are better, then that's good.
Yeah, it's a good way to do it. Just remember, it is a TikTok suggestion. However, as it is claimed in the news article that a lot of dentists agree to do it that way, so
Yeah.
it might be the right way. It might be the right way to do. I mean, you can start cleaning other stuff like that as well. So if I'm having a shower and if I want to clean my ass hole,
Okay.
so I'll put some alcohol based ass wash on it, not
Um.
mouthwash, ass wash, and then floss it obviously, and then brush it, and then have a bit of a fluoride rinse.
I cannot recommend that to our listeners at all. I cannot sign off on that. I cannot recommend that you do that. That is not something I suggest you do.
Yes, maybe I'm gonna. I think you're just a hater. You just don't. You can't really accept a contrarian point of view. And I
Maybe.
mean, everybody's talking about it. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. Like Trump. You know how Trump says it.
Trump is an
Everybody loves it.
absolute idiot. 100%.
Yeah. So,
Oh, maybe we could
um,
look into getting the bleach to inject. Can we look into that? Yeah, the
can
bleach.
we look at that?
Like
Can we,
what? Are you nine?
that,
Like anyway.
that's why I'm saying that. Can we just look into that? I mean, flossing our ass, we can. We can. I mean, it's something to be looked at.
I mean, you can look into it. I don't know what you'll find.
This has turned from mouth to ass really quick.
It
Like,
really has.
yeah,
18
it's
minutes in.
18 minutes in, and we're talking about ass flossing. Isn't that a dance move as well?
Yeah, the floss. It's like the arm thing.
Oh, that's not an ass floss. That's just a
It's
floss.
just a floss. You
It
just you
looks
do
like a
the
flossing movement.
the straight arms and it goes around your weight like the I don't know. I don't know how to do it.
All right, so that's good. I mean, that this kind of it put me into this historical um, thing where I wanted to investigate this shit, the history of toothbrushing, right?
Yeah.
So it's now uh, like as long as like 3000 BC before Jesus, the ancient Egyptians constructed crude toothbrushes from twigs. Imagine
Crude.
crude. Imagine brushing your teeth with twigs.
That
Similarly,
does seem horrible.
it's a insane thing to do, to brush your teeth with twigs. And then Greeks, Romans, and Arabs and Indians cleaned their things with twigs as well. So that was 3000 BC. That's a long time ago. I mean, they realized oral hygiene was important around 3000 BC. Before that, they were like, fucking hell. It's imagine Stone Age people, how nice their breath would be. That would be so good,
So delicious.
But I guess you didn't really need to, because they might not be talking too close to their mouths, or it might have just
social distancing.
They might be doing the social distancing, and all the sex that they had would be doggy style. So you don't have to, you don't have to face each other. So it's fine.
Yeah, that seems. The idea of breath on a caveman is insane to me. Now I've never thought about that.
I've put that idea in your head.
Jeez Louise.
And even you need a tic tac thinking about it.
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah, it's so. I mean, the woman as well. Well, what are you gonna do? But the modern day toothbrushing as a regular habit became prevalent in Europe from the end of the 17th century, right? And the first mass-produced toothbrush was in 1780. But in the United States, although toothbrushes were available at the end of the 19th century, the practice did not become widespread after the Second World War.
What?
When U.S. soldiers...
What? That was like the 40s.
Yeah, when the U.S. soldiers continued the toothbrushing that had been required during the military service. So
that's insane, bro.
I mean, I don't know. It's not a research article, so it might be a bullshit statement, but it's an interesting thing to think about. And our show is about bullshit anyway, so we don't speak the truth. We talk about bullshit. So, there's like one myth or a story that a dude named William Addis decided to drill holes in a sheep's leg bone and pull through the bristles of boar hair and put them in and to make a toothbrush, the first toothbrush. So that's some history for you. But I guess my idea of ass flossing and ass brushing might create this revolution as well. But that's set aside.
I mean, I feel like that's, put that on the back burner for when we really need it,
Yeah.
If toothbrushes cease to exist, get into that.
Yeah, it's one of those ideas that we'll pencil it in, and we'll pencil it in, and we'll put the diary away, and then we'll think about the diary forever.
Soon after.
Oh well. So that was I guess I thought. Our show with the tinfoil idea did quite well. I thought we come up with another hack or another thing to do, which is not a news item, so that people will enjoy it. I think. Are you going to follow this method? We're going to try it.
I'm going to try it. Yeah, I think we can all improve on our oral hygiene. I'm really prone to fillings. I just have that kind of mouth. A lot of the people have. Some people just don't get fillings and they just don't brush. But some people brush all the time and they get fillings. So I'm always open to oral hygiene tips.
New ideas. You don't want that tartar in your mouth.
No, I don't.
Right. So what's so on a date, on a first date, you are completely open. When it's tell me something about yourself, and you say, I'm prone to fillings. Do you say that?
You want to see this mouth? You better know there are fillings in there.
Gold. Are they gold?
I don't know. There's some sort of metal.
Okay. I guess. It's expensive though, being dentist bullshit. It's crazy.
Girl, tell me about that. Got my wisdom teeth removed. And my bank account removed.
That was a recent activity in your... I mean, these has been your two traumas of 2020, wisdom teeth and coronavirus.
Well, wisdom teeth was 2019. That was a trauma. And now it's coronavirus this year.
All right, let's see what 2021 brings.
Ugh, can't wait.
So yeah, so that was the hygiene section of our show. But I wanted to talk about something else as well. I mean, you're a woman rights person, right?
I mean, I'm a woman.
Okay, so you don't care about the rights.
No,
Okay,
of course I do. Of course I
okay,
do.
okay. All right, no, I was just joking. So what has happened is that in Pakistan, they're trying to gain some money or get some money together for the coronavirus thing. So they did the old school telethon in
Oh,
Pakistan,
I
right?
love a
An old school
telethon.
3 hour telethon, and at
That's
the end of
not
the
long.
that's not long at all, but it's just we in Pakistan we have very short attention spans. So
Interesting.
um, we had a 3 hour telethon. We're earning to get people to call in and give donations. So at the end of that telethon, they invited a famous religious cleric, which is also called a Maulana or Molvi.
I
He
love that
came
movie,
in.
Molan.
Yeah, they're doing they're doing a remake of it.
How good would that be? A Muslim version of Moana. I'd watch it.
Yeah, definitely. Um, you have already seen Moana 2021. Molana.
And they get Cliff Curtis in it because he always has to play a Muslim anyway.
Yeah. Cliff Curtis will be the lead role. Oh, that would be hilarious. So this dude comes in and then he does, first of all, he blames all the media for coronavirus, of the
Yeah.
lies and deceit of the media for the coronavirus, for the COVID-19. And then in his prayers, during the prayer time, he says that it has the origins in women, especially the obscene women who are responsible for COVID-19. Because of the obscenity of the woman, God has sent us this thing to kill us. So I was amazed that, I mean,
What?
this time it wasn't the gays. Usually it's the gays. Usually it's the homosexuality is kind of blamed for any kind of natural disaster. But this
Yeah.
time the woman came in, and he has been doing this for a while. So
So he's saying that ugly women, or
no,
quote,
obscene.
obscene women who aren't
Yeah,
conventionally attractive, are the reason for COVID-19.
yeah,
That
obscene
is.
women with scantily. They have scantily. They are scantily clad.
Oh,
I
okay. So
guess
not quote unquote
not
unattractive,
obscene.
but just
Oh,
like women who
obscene.
are not wearing as much. Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it was just just the immodesty of the woman which has led to this
So God
disease.
has seen women wearing showing their shoulders off, and
Yeah,
he's
shoulders
been
off
like mass plague for
or side
everyone.
boob. I mean, side boob definitely mass plague. You gotta have a mass plague when you show side
Yeah.
boob. So you
Kneecaps,
gotta
global pandemic.
global pandemic. So it was crazy. I mean, it did create like a lot of discontent amongst the masses. And then he had to apologize later on. Coming in, he apologized that, oh, I didn't mean that. It's just like if I hurt you, I didn't mean to hurt you, but I'm sorry. So he apologized later. But he's done that a couple of times before. I mean, there's some videos that have come out of it, and I'll tell you the story of according to him how heaven works. Like, so I thought that I would be able to easily talk about this because I'm a Muslim, so I can make fun of it. You can't, whitey. So so according to him, there's like a lake in heaven, right? There's a
Right.
lake in heaven. It's called Lake Beidach, and in that lake, the water is made of musk.
Elon.
It,
Okay.
yeah, the blood of Elon Musk.
Yeah.
So it's made of musk, which is like a odorous glandular secretion from a male musk deer, which is
Right.
used in perfumes. So it's quite nice, I guess. I don't know. So, and it's made of saffron. The water is made of like saffron
Okay.
and amber,
Mm.
and it's got amber. I mean, melted amber is not really a nice thing, but I guess this lake is made of that, and camphor, which seems to have like a nicer smell in his mouth. It's a it's a wax based thing. So I don't know
Okay,
why he
interesting.
chose these things. And so the lake is made of that. And what God does is that uses his magical powers to point at the water in there, and then a woman comes out of it, which is called a whore, comes out of it. I'm not saying whore in a New York accent. It's called in
It
my
really does
language.
sound like Danny DeVito saying.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. It's Hoor, Hoor in my language. And so it's 130 feet one, right? This is what you get if you go to heaven. You get 130 feet woman
Oh,
for your
damn.
pleasures, right? But then there's some concessions. Like if she's 130 feet, you got to be 130 feet as well,
Oh.
right? So then he changes you to 130 feet as well. So you become 130 feet. So the whole of heaven is just filled with giants, right? And then there's a small one comes in, and then he has some beans and he puts it in the ground, and there's this whole story. So like Jack and the Beanstalk. But in any case, he also says this, Maulana dude. He says that Adam and Eve were born 130 feet as well, and through time we have been sandpaper down to the 2 feet that we are now.
So am I like the end product?
You're the end product of all your sins.
All the sanding?
And yeah, all the sandings. And then this happens, right? And then God tells the woman to sing for us, the men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then she starts singing, and it's such a beautiful song. Because of that song, the whole of the heaven lights up with green lights.
Oh, so it's Lord singing Green Light.
Yeah. The whole thing. So all the whores or the women in heaven are our Lord. So they so green lights everywhere, and also then, and that first song is 70 years long.
What?
Yeah, that's a song, and that this Maulana in this video says that it's a beautiful thing because you can hear this song for 70 years, and during that time you're just stuck, you're just stunned to listen to it. This beautiful song.
Wow.
I mean, it can be any beautiful song. I can't listen to it like for 70 years. It's a beautiful song. You can hear it for a few hours, I guess, but not 70 years.
That's
But that's
like an
that's what you
entire
get.
life.
Yeah, that's like a whole person. 70 years, a person who's vulnerable to coronavirus. It's a whole person.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And also, when she flips her hair as well, lights come up. And if she spits in the ocean, right, that lady from heaven, the whore, I keep laughing about it. So she spits in the ocean, and then the ocean tastes like salty and shitty.
Mm-hmm.
All the 7 oceans of the earth, if she spits in it, they will be sweet as honey.
What?
Yeah. And then she has no saliva, because saliva is bad. She has no piss, no poop, no snot. So I guess all the sex would be non-lubricated.
She's the ideal woman.
No snot, no hunger, no sleep. Man, this lady would be depressed. So the no hunger, no sleep. So so that's his view of what men will get when you go into heaven. And according to him, it's a wonderful thing. But as a man as well, I was thinking, what the fuck? I don't want to be a 130 foot person listening to a 70 years song with a 130 feet woman
who can't eat or like have any fluids.
And it's just the first song.
This doesn't seem like heaven.
It doesn't really sound like heaven at all. According to him, that's heaven. And
that's
and listeners, you can't call me racist.
Fetish.
It's a weird fetishist thing to say, and I mean, it might be in some books and some weak traditions, etc. Somebody said it and somebody wrote it down. I can make fun of it because it's my religion anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So please relax, all those people who might get offended. But it's fun.
It's allowed to. I'm allowed to listen.
And
but not
make
agree.
comments about it as well. You do not agree. You found it funny, but you do not agree. You just close your ears and eyes.
Honest opinion.
Honest opinion. So that's the thing. So that's the one thing about this. And then there's another video where he says, he talks about the beauty that you get in heaven, right? So it's a weird ass racist video. So he's saying that,
Of course it is.
oh, so he says that all these ugly people in Africa, right? He says that. He says, I didn't say it. He says it. He said Maulana Tariq Jamil. He says it, all these ugly people in Africa. So even them, the ugliest ones, if they follow the path of the religion, they will be as beautiful as they can in heaven. So what God will do? What God will do?
His religious views on just vanity, eh?
yeah, exactly. And then this was the most hilarious video I saw because he said that. Oh, and he says it so nonchalantly. There's, all these. I've seen a lot of ugly people, especially the ones in Africa. I was like, holy fuck! What the hell is he talking about? This guy. This guy.
It's crazy what vanity and sexuality will do to you, eh? Do to your brain. It really takes over.
Oh, and then he says that
is
you'll
he a
be the
good-looking
most
guy, or is he?
No, he looks like like an uncircumcised penis with unkempt pubic hair.
Ooh.
That's what his face looks like.
Ooh.
I think that's
No, thank you.
That's a good. It's unkempt, like a wild, right? Or you can say a hipster. It's not a hipster beard though, but yeah, that's it. He's not a dish.
He's not. He's not McDreamy.
And he's not McDreamy, and I don't know what the hell was he talking.
If I were,
no, he's not a whore in the sky. And I mean, if somebody had asked me to be beautiful, who would you want to be in heaven? I would change to Idris Elba.
He's a good-looking dude.
Hell?
He's got the pick of the ladies, eh?
Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to be a 70-foot person with a 70 feet high woman, I would like to be Idris Elba.
Interesting. Who would I be? Yeah. That's a good. Yeah, I could. Okay.
You don't get a choice.
What?
Because I mean, what I was, but there's no proof of what you are gonna get. I don't.
What
I don't
if
know
I
if you're
choose to be a man though? Then can I choose?
Yeah, if you chose to be a man.
Okay.
Then
I would be. I feel like I'd be like John Hamm.
Oh, John Hamm.
He's a good-looking dude.
He is, and him, 70 feet tall.
Hell yeah, sounds great.
All right, he's got those jawbones and very well kept 1950s hair.
He does.
Love it.
Long legs.
He does. He's got long legs, and he's got this big smile and a great mouth. I'm getting too much into it.
Yeah.
But can I change my decision?
Yeah.
No, I can't. Oh, okay. It's heaven. I can be anyone I want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can shapeshift.
Yeah, shapeshift. But I have to be 130 feet and listen to a song for 70 years. So that's the crazy situation. That was another news item that New Zealanders have missed out on. So I thought that I'd enlighten our Chilean and New Zealand listeners about that dude and his shenanigans. Maybe he was doing a comedy set and he said, "Oh, you guys are taking out of context."
Maybe he was he was trying to do his hone his set. Because he can't do stand up right now.
Yeah. He's just saying that. Listen, this is work in progress.
It sure is. That I would say.
Forever. Maybe it's a bit that needs to be dropped.
I think he needs to quit comedy.
Yeah, but I think this whole heaven story it can be a good bit Can I make a big bit out of it for myself?
I reckon you could make a bit out of it. That'd be fun.
It's great. It's crazy.
You should try. You should try write it out. See how it goes.
No,
I enjoyed it.
I'll give it a go. I will give it a go. It's a good listen. I haven't done a we haven't done. We used to do in the beginning a lot of news items from other countries as well.
Yeah.
But we should bring it back.
Bring back the Saudi Kiki challenge.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was a very successful episode actually as well.
If you haven't heard it, go back and listen to it. It's from early on in the podcast.
Saudi Kiki challenge, and remember that Prime Minister rubbing lentils in his genital area to get sexual power. That was a good one as well.
Go check those out. We've got so many great episodes for you to listen to on Baboon Yodel. We're probably coming up on our 2-year anniversary soon, aren't we?
Yeah, most likely. When did we start? We were like around September time, maybe, or June or July. I've completely forgot.
I'll find out now. Hang on, I'll go on the podcast app. Stand by, listeners. I'm gonna have a look.
Check out the date.
If I scroll all the way down to the end, all episodes. Hang on a moment. Scroll.
While she looks.
26th of July 2018 was our first episode.
Soon. It's coming in soon.
It was called Queer ISIS, Pegasms, and Starship Baron Cohen.
Yeah, we used to have that long names at that time. Yeah,
we did.
But now we have.
But go check out that one. That one's fun. 44 minutes is a good time, good length for a podcast.
A good start, yeah. And then we've done, in commemoration of that, we've done almost the same today as well.
Oh my gosh, we have.
Yeah, we have.
That's
it's
crazy.
been it was some good news items, so it went fast, but we did well. I think it's a good episode.
Yeah, we got some good episodes. There's one that's just called Nub Dick.
There's a Christmas farts as well.
Unsure, I can't remember. Christmas farts.
Yeah.
She missed 9/11. These are all great.
Yeah. There's some good back catalog. Get into it.
Yeah. So this will be our 82nd episode.
Yeah, this is our 82nd episode. That's good. I mean, we missed some weeks in the middle because of certain things, but still we kind of kept to our schedule of weekly ones. And actually, weirdly, we are very good at schedule keeping during lockdown.
We are, because I've got nothing else on, so I can't be like, I have work.
Yeah, your work bullshit work. All right. Great. So I think we've done enough. It's time for you to dish out the
peace out. If you haven't though, don't forget to go and follow us online. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Baboon Yodel. Email us at baboonyodel@gmail.com if you have any requests, any suggestions, any hate mail, death threats. Send them through. We haven't had anything on the email, Ed. Have you been checking?
Yeah, I've been checking. There hasn't been anything there.
Well, there's still time, and you can also write us a little review, and review us on iTunes, and we might read them out as well if we get some new ones. Just give us a 5-star. Go on, you can. You've got nothing else going on. Review us 5 stars, and we'll give you a shout out. What's your Twitter, Ed?
Ed Amon Ed.
Cool. Mine is Renee the 60s. You have no excuse but to follow.
Follow us. I think it's the same for Instagram as well.
Yes, Instagram as well. Yeah.
So that's it.
All right. Have a great rest of your week, guys. Stay safe. Stay away from your neighbors.
Toodaloo.
Bye.